Hi guys, I am just coming to you with a quick video on the Honest Beauty Concealer Duo, and I am in the color Smooth Sable. Might be helpful, especially for individuals who may be more along the lines of my complexion, to see what it looks like on, and also to hear, how it compares to some of our other favorites out there in the world. So you open it up, and there is a mirror, and then there's the product itself. So you can kind of see that the product is two different shades. One's more of a complexion shade, and then one's more of a highlighter shade. And I didn't think that I was going to appreciate that, but I actually do for many reasons. I can cover up scars without having to worry that the shade is too light. And then I can also put my color underneath and then put a highlight color on underneath my eye. So let's talk about the product itself. I come from the world of NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer fans, so I think it's fantastic. I used to use just like this nice little buffing brush to buff it away, and it looked wonderful. This is creamy, but I wouldn't say it's the creamiest concealer on the market. It is creamy, but it's not fantastic. So I can kind of dab my finger in it like that, and it's going to move quite a bit. And I'll swatch these for you too so you can see, try and make them dramatic so you can see. So it is soft to the touch, but it's not by any means the creamiest one, which is good because you don't necessarily want your concealer moving all around. So here are the swatches. Hopefully you can see that. If not, I'll insert a picture in. But I really do like it. It is relatively smooth. I do think it picks up on cracks, crinkles, and wrinkles a little bit more than other products do. So I would say that if you're looking for something super full coverage and you have a lot of wrinkles underneath your eyes or a lot of lines underneath your eyes, it might accentuate that. I feel like it falls into cracks a little bit more than other products do, but you could also try and set it. I don't set my concealer. I don't wear a lot of makeup. Some of the only makeup that I wear to work is concealer, so it's really important that I get it right. So in terms of the application process, this is the brush I used to use when I used the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, and it's the e.l.f. Flawless Concealer Brush. First of all, I love this brush. I think it's fantastic. If you're using a very creamy concealer, this is really great. So initially, I would kind of dab it and try and like rub it in, and that did not work at all. I did not like it at all. It just didn't work. So then I went to using this IT Cosmetics, and it's the Heavenly Luxe edition, and it's a dual airbrush concealer, and they have a side called the smoothing side. So just a dense smoothing brush, almost like a mini foundation brush. And what I would do is take the concealer and dab it in here, and then I would take some and run it across my eyes, and then just really pat it in. So it was less about buffing and more about patting it in, and then just kind of rubbing it out. And so that's really what I do now, especially if I don't want to get my fingers super dirty. But I really do believe the best way to apply this is just with your fingertips. It's really nice. I will say that I do think you have to have something a little bit creamy underneath your eye for this to go on smoothly and kind of naturally fall into the skin. I like more natural looks. Some people are more dramatic, and that's fine. But if you're going for a more natural look, I would definitely put an eye cream on underneath, or some coconut oil or something nice that's going to be there so that you can work with the product a little bit easier. Overall, I would give this product a 4 out of 5 stars. I think it's fantastic. I think it's very easy to use. I obviously like the fact that it has a lot of great products in it and keeps out some of those bad products that I'm trying to stay away from. The only gripe for me, actually I have two things. One is I wish it was just a little bit easier to work with. It does feel sometimes like you have to have almost something else. Like I wish it was just a little bit more oily, a little bit more easier to rub into the fingertips. Some people don't care for that. Some people don't need that. I kind of like that. The other piece that I'm not sure that I'm a fan of is the color range. I do think, and you'll kind of even see it in this, as the shades get darker, the color becomes a little bit orangey. So unless you have that peach or yellow undertone, you might kind of get screwed over, which is super annoying, and it happens to darker complected women all the time, and it's just something to deal with. I think Smooth Sable is where it hits the pavement, and then everything after that kind of goes a little left, but that is also from my observation. So if you are a little bit darker and you've picked up one of the darker shades, let me know. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I will say that when you're on the website and you're looking for colors, definitely do your research. Like go on YouTube, go on other people's blogs, and actually see swatches, because I was able to kind of guess what I thought this was going to look like, and I guessed right. But originally I was going to go with a darker shade, actually, because that looked more like my complexion when I looked at it on the phone and on my computer. Hopefully this was helpful. If you like this video, or you want to learn more about other green beauty products and what may work or not work for brown girls in particular, just let me know and I'm happy to do it. I'm not a pro at this, but I do think it's fun, and hopefully someone learns something new. Bye guys.